I just want to say thank you for joining us this evening as the kind of wellness part of the Anchor Collection Virtual Sales Week. We've had education, we've had some fun gin making cocktails, we've had some sustainability. So it's been a mixture of different things, but this is kind of, it just seemed appropriate to do the wellness from Bali. And I think all of us can kind of enjoy spending an hour looking at a beach right now. Right. So I want to thank Jeffrey as well for obviously the venue that we're using today with Katie. And Katie's actually from the US, originally from the East Coast, but has been living in California. She knows a lot of the people in LA as well. We have a mutual friend that put us in touch. So it's a really small world. So I was like, I need to find a yoga instructor in Bali. And my friend's like, talk to Katie. So amazing. So it's all worked out really well. And obviously, thank you to Jeffrey, but thank you for joining us. So I really just wanted to start, I've actually got the background of the Mulia Resort for me today, but I just wanted to start by sharing just a little bit about the resort. It's only like a minute and a half, just to give you an overview, and then I'll hand over to Katie for the class. So just bear with me for 1 minute while I share this quick video. Oh, just bear with me a second. Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Gorgeous.
It really is a beautiful resort. I don't know, Jeff, if you just want to say a couple of words.
I'm actually based in Singapore, but Bali, it's pretty much like Singapore. If you have been to Singapore before, it's tropical. The sun is great. You can look at Katie, the background now. This resort has got 3 properties. The resort comes with 526 rooms, suites as well as villas. So feel free to contact Cheryl if you have any questions with regards to this resort, or if you are traveling to this resort at any time. And for the one who will win the voucher today, or 3-night stay at Mulia Bali, please let me know when you book, so that I can make sure that my colleagues over there will be you'll be well taken care of. So back to Cheryl. Thank you very
much. So I'm going to hand you over to Katie. And Katie, I'm just going to make you the, I think I'm going to make you the host, which is probably the easiest thing.
Yeah, if you could make me the host, and then if others can mute themselves as well. And then what I will be doing is, once I'm the host, I'm going to plug in a microphone. So then on your end, if you just need to readjust the volume, everybody, so that you can hear my voice, I will be a little bit clearer once I plug that microphone in. And also, just so you guys know, behind us, this is a beautiful Bali temple. So it's a really beautiful space. I wanted to point that out in case you can't quite see what that building is, but it's a beautiful Balinese temple there behind us as well.
Okay.
Okay, so I will go ahead and plug us in. Once I plug us in, I won't be able to hear you. So Cheryl, you have my phone number just in case anything happens, but
yep.
I will plug myself in. And now my microphone is plugged in, so go ahead and make any adjustments that you may need to for your volume on your end. And then we're going to get started taking a seat on our mats. So if you would like, then you can also take a pillow if you have one nearby, a pillow or a blanket, and take a seat on that just to help you lift and upright the spine a little bit more. And then rest your palms down on your knees and allow your eyes to close gently. And I want you to take a deep inhale through the nose. Really fill all the way up into the belly, into the lungs. Hold that breath at the top. And as you exhale, open your mouth and send that breath out. Let's do that a few more times, just connecting to our breath. Inhaling nice and deep, filling all the way up. And then open your mouth, exhale, let that breath go. Let any tension or stress leave the body with the breath. And then again, inhaling nice and deep. Try to lengthen through the spine, sit up a little bit taller on that inhale. Keep that length on your exhale. Open the mouth and release. And then inhale through your nose. And now this time, keep the lips together and exhale through the nose. So we're coming into this soft yogic breath. We pull our full attention into our body, into this moment. And the easiest and quickest way to bring ourselves into the present moment, instead of ruminating about the past or worrying about the future, is we bring our attention into our breath. That keeps us mindful and present, not allowing for any other thoughts to come in. As you sit here, focusing on the breath, notice where you feel the inhale and where you feel the exhale. And we try to match the length of the inhale with the length of the exhale, creating more balance, more harmony. Take 2 more breaths, calming down the nervous system, bringing yourself fully into this moment. And then after your next exhale, I want you to just gently blink the eyes open, and then bring your hands behind you and switch the crossing of the legs. Keep your hands next to you and walk the fingers all the way out to the side, and then feel the inner shoulders melt down and lift up through the crown of the head. So we're sitting up super tall. Keep the belly strong, but allow that breath to flow naturally. And then and over body. So we open up the side eaves a little bit deeper and a little bit smoother. Something that we may not realize in our day-to-day lives, that a lot of us have very constricted breaths that can cause more tension and stress inside of our body. So when we learn to breathe in and out a little deeper and smoother, we can actually calm the nervous system, take in more energy, create more balance in the gases within our body, allow us to live a little bit healthier. Take 1 more breath here, reaching a little bit longer, and then rise up, reach both arms to the sky, lower the left fingers down, reach the right arm all the way up and over. Now try to keep the right hip pressing down as you reach through the right arm even more. And try not to have that arm be bent and just flopping around in space. I want you to really reach through that arm, bringing energy from the outer right hip all the way through the right fingertips. Just continue to breathe, feeling this stretch. Should feel really good in the body. If not, then I want you to back out of it a little bit. And take 2 more breaths here. Good. And then inhale, rise all the way up, reach both arms to the sky. And as you exhale, bring the palms together and draw them to heart center. Let's do this a few more times. Inhale, circle the arms all the way up. Create length through the side body. And exhale, bring the palms to the heart. 1 more time. Inhale, reach nice and tall, lifting up through the heart, lifting up through the fingertips. Exhale, palms to the chest. Now keep the legs as they are, just bring the hands in front of you and walk the hands forward. Keep the hips nice and heavy. Walk the hands out until the arms are nice and straight. And then instead of overly rounding in the upper back, I want you to feel like you're pulling the center of the chest forward towards the space between your hands. Getting into the hips, feeling elongation through the spine, lifting out of the lower back. Maybe you close the eyes. You come back to focusing on the breath. Again, pulling yourself fully into this moment mindfully. That can be a main difference between simply stretching and practicing yoga. In yoga, we have full presence, building awareness, staying calm and connected. Take another slow, deep breath in. Slow, deep breath out. And then walk your hands back to your legs. Bring the hands behind you. Now press down through the fingertips. Spin your biceps forward. Maybe even try to straighten the arms as you lift the chest up towards your ceiling. Either look down, look forward, or maybe start to shift your gaze up towards the ceiling, opening up the throat, opening up the chest. Really counteracting what we do when we sit a lot of the time when we slump forward. So this simple stretch can help you to open up across the chest. Breathe in a little bit deeper. And feel a little bit calmer. One more breath in. Open the mouth, let that breath out. And then look forward. Switch the crossing in the legs one more time. Now I want you to interlace your hands at your lower back. And then bring the hands over towards the left hip. So you're making fists with the hands together. Relax the inner shoulders down. Pull the belly in. And then begin to lower the left ear towards the left shoulder. Getting into the outer right neck. And it might feel good to lift and lower the chin a few times. Feeling out any tension. So through this yoga practice, what we're also doing is we're learning more about ourselves and our bodies and our mind, our heart, our spirit. But at one of the most basic levels here is we're starting to realize where we hold tension and stress in our body. And the more that we become aware of that through our yoga practice, the more we become aware of that in our day-to-day lives. So if you start to feel a little stressed out during the day, for you, you may start to hold tension around the shoulders. Others might hold tension around the hips or the lower back. Others might hold tension in the abdomen, more around the digestive system. So we learn to relax. We learn to reduce that tension so that we can come back into balance and harmony and optimal well-being. Take another breath here, opening up the right side of the neck and shoulder. And then lower the chin towards the chest. Release the hands behind you. And just feel a gentle stretch in the back of the neck now, but keep lifting the chest up towards the chin. And then bring the hands over towards the right hip. Lift the head up and lower the right ear towards the right shoulder now, getting into the left side neck, the left inner shoulders. It softens down. And maybe those little movements of the chin lifting and lowering. And maybe you hold on one spot where you may have a little knot or some tension that is built up. That is stagnant energy there. So we want to try to break that up, allow it to move. A few more breaths. You can close the eyes, eliminating any outside distractions and coming fully into your own body and practice. One more breath in. And as you exhale, lower the chin towards the chest. Bring the hands behind you. Release the grip of the hands. Keep lifting up through the chest and allow the chin to drop down. And then use both hands to the side of your head to assist in lifting the head up. And then release the hands back down. Maybe start to lift the chin towards the sky, getting into the front of the neck once again. Take another breath. And then on your next inhale, circle the arms all the way up. Once again, really press down through the hips and reach up through the fingers. Exhale, palms to the heart. Inhale, circle the arms all the way up. Lift and open. Exhale, palms to the chest. One more time. Inhale, reach, just getting some movement in the shoulders. Palms to the heart. Take a breath in. And exhale, lower the fingers down. Walk the hands forward once again, coming into this forward fold. Now, if you have tighter hips, you're going to feel this pretty quickly. So it's not about how deep you go down into the stretch or how far you get or how close you get to the ground. I want you to feel a gentle stretch and allow the breath to stay smooth and calm during it. If the breath starts to constrict, that means you're going a little too far, and I want you to back out of it. And we're creating this level of trust within our bodies. So we need to move slow. We need to feel things out first. We build that connection. We build that awareness. We build that trust. Take another breath. Good, then walk the hands back towards the legs once again. One more time, hands behind you, spin the biceps forward, press through the fingertips, lift through the heart. Try to lift out of the lower back, as though the back of the heart is lifting up towards the ceiling. Take another breath in. And then look forward, roll over the legs, and we're gonna come onto hands and knees now. So bringing the hands up towards the top of your mat, make sure that the wrists are underneath the shoulders. Now, if this doesn't feel comfortable on your wrists, I want you to bring the hands forward a few more inches. That will decrease the angle of the wrists. But spread the fingers wide, press through the hands, press through the tops of the feet, pull the belly in. And then on your inhale, lower the belly towards the ground, lift your tailbone up, and try to pull your heart forward in between your upper arms. Then as you exhale, press the tops of the feet, press the palms into the earth, round the upper back, and pull your belly in. So we're stretching across the upper back. We're drawing the tailbone down. We're pulling the belly in and up. And then moving with our breath a few times. Inhale, arching the back, belly lowers, heart and tailbone lifts. Exhale, rounding the back, pull that belly in. Let the head hang. And move a few times here. Maybe close the eyes as you move with your breath. Moving as slowly as you would like. Just feeling into the movements. And take another breath. And then on your inhale, flatten your back. And then step the right foot back and step the left foot back. We're going to start to build up a little bit of gentle heat in the body. So pull the belly up towards the spine. And then I want you to feel like your tailbone is reaching towards the heels. And then pull your chest forward towards the front of the mat. This should engage all the muscles in the front of your body. You're pressing firmly through the hands, even lift out of the shoulders slightly. Gaze down, keep the jaw relaxed, keep the eyes soft, but the belly strong. Let's hold for 3 more breaths. Feeling into the challenge, and this is where we practice a sense of calm within a challenge. One more inhale. And exhale, lower the knees, bring the big toes together and send the hips down towards the heels. So we're going to come into child's pose now, which is, for some people, their favorite pose. It's a restful pose. We're opening up the hips and the lower back, an area that can be an issue for many people in their bodies. For others, this may not feel as good. Maybe you have some knee issues or some hip issues. So if you need to come back up onto all fours into tabletop, then you can do that. Let's just hold wherever you are for 2 more breaths. If you're in child's pose, really allow the body to soften down. And then let's all come back up onto hands and knees. Now from here, tuck your toes, lift the knees off the ground and lift your hips up and back, but keep the knees bending. So we're coming into this modified downward facing dog with the knees bent so that we can really focus on lengthening through the spine and lengthening through the side body versus the hamstrings right now. Press through the hands, press all 10 fingertips down into your mat or into the ground. And then keep the left knee bent. I want you just to straighten the right leg as much as you can and feel like you're sending that heel down towards the earth, feeling into a stretch in the back of that right leg. Maybe for you, you feel it more towards the upper leg. Maybe for you, you feel it more towards the calf. Just take another breath. And then bend the right knee, straighten just the left leg. Feeling into the left side body. Noticing if you're feeling any differences from one side to the other. Just let the head hang, shake it out. Be aware if you're holding tension in the neck. That might be one of your spots. And then walk your dog out if you would like, as we say, bending and straightening one leg at a time. It's gentle movements. And then straighten both legs. Look forward and walk all the way up to the top of the mat. So taking some small little steps to get there. Not rushing here. Feet hip distance apart, bend your knees. Now grab opposite elbows. So you grab opposite elbows and you just let the head hang. You let the torso hang towards the earth. This is a very nice release for the lower back. If you want to get into a stretch in the hamstrings, begin to straighten both legs as much as you would like. If the legs are all the way straight, if you're a little bit more flexible in the hamstrings, then firm up the thighs. Press through the feet even more and allow the chest to fall towards the forearms. And then switch the grip of the arms. So bring the opposite forearm on top. Continue to let the head hang, maybe shake it out from right to left. Take another breath here. And then release the hands down. Bend your knees, bring the hands onto your hips. Point the elbows towards the sky to open up across the chest. And then rise up with a flat back. Rising up to stand. Release the arms by your side. Lift up through the crown of the head as you press down through the feet. Then we're going to move through some sun salutations. I will walk you through this sequence, but it's a really nice way to open up the entire body. So as you inhale, circle the arms all the way up. And as you exhale, fold forward. Maybe even bend your knees as you fold. Try to fold with a flat back if you can. And then bring the palms onto your shin bones. Begin to straighten the legs and straighten the arms, pulling your heart forward. Now, as you exhale, fold back in. Place the hands on the mat, step the right foot back, and then the left foot. Shift your shoulders forward so they're over the fingertips. Now, lower the knees down, especially on this first one. Spin your biceps forward, and then start to bend the elbows straight back. But try not to let the shoulders roll down and in. Keep lifting the shoulders up as you lower down with control. This practice is a lot about control and ease, strength and stability. Now bring the hands next to the rib cage. Hug the elbows towards the rib cage. Press down through the tops of the feet. Inhale, lift the chest up, coming into cobra. It's gentle back bend, opening up the spine. Exhale, lower the chest back down. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, lifting the chest up. And exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift. Lift those shoulders, hug the elbows in. Exhale, lower down. Now come up onto all fours, tabletop position once again, hands to knees, then tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in, and exhale, let it out. Now this time, inhale, reach the right leg up towards the sky. And as you exhale, look forward in between the hands and try to step that foot all the way up. If it doesn't quite get there, lower the foot down, then use the right hand to the right ankle to assist in bringing the foot up. Come up onto your fingertips, flatten out the back. Now a giant step to the top of your mat. Left foot will meet the right. Come up halfway, palms to shin bones, flatten out the back. Exhale, fold in. So you can see we're moving with our breath. Inhale, rise up to stand, circle the arms to the sky, and exhale, palms to the heart. Let's do it again. Inhale, reach the arms high. Exhale, fold forward. Pull that belly in as you fold. Come up halfway, palms to shin bones, straighten the arms. Exhale the hands down, step the left foot back. Step the right foot back. Shifting forward, lower all the way down. Now you can lower down this time in one straight line or lower the knees. Lowering slowly. Point the toes back, hug those elbows in. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, lower down. Now stay right here. I want you to walk your hands away from your body. Bringing the hands so that they're in line with the shoulders, elbows over the wrists. Come up high into the fingertips. Press down through the tops of the feet and firm up the legs. Inhale, lift the chest. Draw the shoulder blades down the back. Keep the belly strong. Now just lower the left shoulder towards the ground. Keep the right shoulder lifting up. This should feel really good. This is a harder place to reach in the shoulders. So really breathe into the stretch, twisting the chest towards the right, opening up the spine a bit. And then come back through center, shoulder blades down. Exhale, lower the right shoulder towards the earth. Keep lifting the left shoulder up, gentle twist. Good. Then come back up through center. Shoulders melt away from the ears. Exhale, lower the chest all the way down. Bring the hands next to the rib cage. Now hug those elbows in. Let's move through cobra once again, lifting the chest, either keeping the hips down on the ground for cobra, or if you want to go into a deeper back bend, press the palms down, begin to straighten the arms, lifting the hips off of the ground, but keep the belly really strong so we're protecting the lower back. Take another inhale. And on your next exhale, let's come into downward facing dog. You can move through tabletop to get there. Take a deep breath in and out the mouth. Inhale, we're going to lift the left leg up and back. Feel the length here. Then look forward and step the foot all the way up. Step the right foot up. Come up halfway, palms to shin bones, flatten the back. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, rise up, press through the feet, reach to the sky, and exhale, palms to the heart. One more time. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, fold forward. With your breath, halfway up. Hands come down, step it back, plank pose. Shift your weight forward. Now this time, lower either all the way down, or another option is to lower halfway down, building up more strength. Then flip to the tops of the feet. Come into cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here in down dog, or lower the knees and come into child's pose, releasing the lower back and hips. Deep breath in, soft breath out. If you're in child's pose, take another breath there. And then when you are ready, come back into downward facing dog. We're going to start to move on and build up a little bit more strength, sort of awakening the body in some different areas. So on your next inhale, reach the right leg up. Now this time, bend your right knee in the air. Lift that knee as high as you can and feel like you're stacking the right hip on top of the left. So the hips are opening up towards the right side of the room. But square the shoulders down towards the mat. Now you can stay right here, or you can straighten and bend that right leg a few times. You can make some circles with the knee in the air to open up the hip. Just take another breath, doing what feels right in your body. And then inhale, straighten the right leg. Square the hips down, look forward, step the foot all the way up. Separate the feet about hip distance apart. And I want you to reach the arms back. So we're hovering the torso above the right thigh now, this hovering crescent. Squeeze the hips in, press through the feet, firing up the legs, grounding down through the lower body and lengthening through the spine. Keep these actions. If you want to build up more strength, reach the arms forward. Take another breath here, belly strong. And then everybody rise up for traditional crescent. If it feels better for you, you can put a little bit of a bend to the back knee. Pull the tailbone in. So we're releasing the lower back. Lift out of the lower back, feeling more length here. And if you have that back knee bent, maybe play around with straightening it little by little, getting into that left hip flexor. Keep pressing through the front heel. Fire up that right glute. Lift up through the chest. Take another inhale. Now as you exhale, circle the arms behind you, opening up the shoulders. Lower the fingertips down. Lower the left knee down onto the ground. Point the back toes and straighten the right leg. Toes pointing up towards the sky now. You can walk the hands back. You can keep the right knee bent if that feels a little bit better for you, but try to pull the heart forward towards the right toes. Gaze down, stay long through the back of the neck. Take a few more deep breaths. Good, now bend the front knee, walk the hands forward and bring the right hand inside of the right foot. Walk the right foot over to the outer edge of your mat and turn the right foot out about 45 degrees. I'm gonna change my positioning so you can see what I'm doing here, and I will be mirroring you. So the left foot is going to turn out about 45 degrees, and you're going to begin to roll onto the outer edge of that foot. So the knee is going to start to fall towards the right side as the hips sink down. They keep pulling the belly in. Draw that heart forward, shoulders away from the ears. So you should be feeling a good stretch in the outer right hip. Now, if you want to go a little bit deeper here, if you're a little bit more open in your body, then you can begin to bend the left knee behind you, reach the right arm up to the sky, and then reach back for the foot. Now you're getting into that quadricep as well. So I'll show you from another angle now. If you're grabbing that foot, and you're still letting that right knee just fall to the side, getting into some external rotation in the right hip, as you target the left hip flexor as well. Areas that get really tight in our body, especially if we sit down a lot during our day. Take one more breath. If you have that left foot in your hand, slowly release it. Everybody bring the right hand back down inside of the foot. Walk the right foot to the center of your mat. Right hand now outside of the foot. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee up, and then spin the back heel down. So look at the feet, line up the front heel with the arch of the back foot. Reach the left arm up to the sky. Press the right knee into the right arm. Keep those actions, squeeze the hips in, rise up for warrior two. Bending in that front knee. So I want you, especially on this first side, look at the front knee. Make sure it's directly over the ankle and pressing the knee open towards the pinky toe. So if you look down, you should be able to see the right big toe. Maybe bend a little bit deeper in that front knee. We're going to hold here for 5 more breaths. So this is where we're starting to build up that strength, and we calm our breath through the challenge. Yoga is not only bringing more strength into our body, but it's bringing more strength into our mind, into our spirit. Maybe close the eyes, feel a little bit deeper inside. Last 2 breaths. And if you have the eyes closed, slowly blink them open. Now keep the legs as they are. Just flip the front palm up to the sky. We're going to reach back now, getting into the side body once again. The left hand is going to be really light on the back leg. Right arm either reaching right up towards the ceiling or back behind you. Keep bending in the front knee. Take another breath. Now stay here in the body, simply straighten the front leg. Rise up to stand. Coming into triangle now. You're going to tuck this right hip back as you reach forward with the right fingers, and then lower the palm onto the right shin bone, left arm to the sky. Shoulders moving away from the ears. Try to turn that chest open. Keep the legs really strong. Just a few more breaths. I want you to feel extension here. Feel like you're reaching and opening. One more breath. And then on your next in-breath, bend the front knee, come back to warrior two. On your exhale, windmill the hands down to the mat, turn to the ball of the back foot, keep the left hand down, reach the right arm up to the sky for a twist. Holding here. That left shoulder is going to want to creep up towards that left ear, but try to press it away, creating more length and space. One more inhale. And then exhale the right hand down, step it back to downward facing dog. Maybe walk it out. And take another breath. We'll move through one more side here. Reach the left leg up. And again, bend that knee in the air. Open up the hip. Pulling the heel in towards the glutes. Square the shoulders down. Lift the left knee a little higher and open the hips towards the left. And then maybe you straighten and bend that knee a few times. Maybe you make some little circles with the knee. One more inhale. And exhale. And then straighten that left leg, square the hips down, look forward, step the foot all the way up. Separate the feet a little bit wider, like your feet are on railroad tracks. Square the hips towards the front of your mat, reach the arms back, hover that torso. Lift the shoulders away from the ground, pull the belly in and up. Reach through the fingers, either stay right here or maybe add a little bit more of a challenge, reach the arms forward. Take another breath. Slowly rise up, crescent lunge. Maybe bend the back knee. Notice how that feels. Then you can pull the tailbone in, pull the belly in, lift out of the lower back safely. Maybe play around with going a little deeper into the stretch of the front of the right hip as you straighten the leg. Maybe you bend the front knee a little deeper. So you're just feeling into your body here, creating that awareness, creating that connection, building that trust. Take another inhale here. Exhale, circle the arms behind you. Lower the fingertips down. Lower the right knee onto the mat. Straighten the left leg. So we get out of all of that strengthening. And now we get into a bit of stretching in the back of that left leg. Keep pressing through both feet. Fire up the legs. Pull that chest forward. Close the eyes. Take a few more deep breaths. Maybe fold in a little bit deeper. And then slowly bend the front knee. Walk the hands forward, bring the left hand inside of the left foot. Walk the foot over to the side. Turn the left foot out about 45 degrees. Start to roll onto the outer edge of that foot as the knee falls open. Noticing how this side feels in the left hip, how it feels in the stretch of the front of the right hip. Staying here, or maybe coming into that deeper stretch, reaching the left arm up to the sky now, turning the chest towards the left, bend the right knee behind you and reach back for the foot. Turning the chest open, belly strong. One more breath. And then release that foot. Lower the hand down inside of the left foot. Walk the foot back towards the center of your mat. Tuck the right toes, lift that knee off the ground, then spin the back heel down. Keep the left hand on the mat. Press the left knee into the arm. Reach the right arm to the sky. So you can notice that we're firing up these legs. As you press through the feet, you press the left knee into the arm. Squeeze the hips towards one another. Keep those actions. Rise up, warrior two. Relax the shoulders. Keep the legs as they are. Continue to breathe. Maybe close the eyes. Final few breaths in warrior two. Keep bending in that front knee. Feel into the challenge. Then flip the front palm up. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Reach it up and back. Open up through the left side body. Keep bending in the front knee. Now on your next inhale, straighten the left leg. Rise up. Tuck the left hip back. Reach forward with the left fingers and lower the hand onto the shin bone, right arm to the sky. Pull the belly in, turn the chest open. Really elongate through all limbs here. Maybe you close the eyes. But keep pressing through the feet, feeling the ground beneath you. Keep reaching towards the sky. Keep lengthening through the crown of the head. One more breath. And then slowly come back to warrior two on your inhale. Exhale, windmill those hands down to the mat. Step it back to downward facing dog. Now I'm going to give you one more option to move through a vinyasa if you would like. So this is that little 4-part sequence of gliding from downward facing dog into plank pose, shifting forward, lowering down all the way or halfway, coming into your back bend of cobra or upward facing dog, and then exhale back to down dog again. Take an in-breath. Open the mouth, let it out. Let's do that again, filling up with everything from your day. Inhaling deeply. Open the mouth, let anything out that you're ready to release. One more inhale. This time on the exhale, lower the knees. Let's find child's pose. Release the hips to the heels. Relax the arms down. Relax the forehead down. Allow the lower back and hips to just melt open softly. And then slowly Walk the hands back towards the knees, roll yourself up, and then roll the hips off to one side. Bring the legs forward. Feet are flexing, legs are straight. Press down through the thigh bones, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Last little stretch for the back of the legs. But I know the hamstrings can be a very tight area for most of us. Over time, we start to change the connective tissue, but it takes time. So always be patient with yourself. That's what this practice teaches us as well. We're creating these small changes over time. We be gentle with ourselves throughout the process. We slow down, we listen, and then we respond. Maybe close your eyes, soften into your breath a little bit more. One more inhale. And exhale, release. Slowly roll yourself up. Now bend your knees. Open the knees to the side, coming into butterfly pose or Baddha Konasana. Bring the heels in towards the pubic bone. Wrap the hands around the ankles or the toes. Allow those knees to fall wide. And then lengthen through the spine. And exhale, bend the elbows and fold in. Again, some of us have naturally more open hips. So this practice is not about judging how tight you are or how flexible you are. It's really about meeting ourselves where we are. And then from there, we can make transformations and changes. It's about self-acceptance and moving forward from that place with compassion and kindness towards ourselves. Take a few more breaths. And then slowly roll yourself up. Use the hands outside of the knees to draw the knees together. Now we're going to lower down onto our back. Lowering down slowly and gently. Hug the knees in towards your chest. Grab a hold of the shin bones. And then straighten just the left leg on the mat. Pull the right knee in. Bring the right arm out to the side. And then guide the right knee across your body, coming into a twist. So the right knee is going to fall towards the left. The right shoulder is going to press down towards the earth to turn the chest open. You may hear some little cracks or pops. I know that happens to me in my spine often. That's just some releasing that's happening. But don't push or pull too hard. Just allow the body to open up in its own time. Close the eyes, relax the belly. Take another breath in. And exhale, come back to center. Hug the left knee in towards the chest. Straighten the right leg on the mat. And let's find our twist on the second side. Use the right hand to guide the left knee now across the body. Left arm out to the side. Shoulders relaxing down. Eyes closing. Breathing deeply. Breathing softly. Take another breath. And gently come back to center. Hug both knees in towards the chest. Grab a hold of those shin bones. Maybe lift yourself up and wrap the arms around the legs, squeezing everything in nice and tight as though you're giving yourself a big hug. Take another inhale. And exhale, open up the body on your mat. Coming into a gentle rest now, how we end our yoga practices in this final pose called Shavasana. And this Sanskrit name of Shavasana translates into corpse pose. So it's this practice of really slowing down and of being calm and connected as we lie and rest. So take any last little fidgets and wiggles out of the body Close your eyes, relax your jaw, relax the shoulders and hips and feet. Just allow the breath to soften, the breath to be smooth and calm. Knowing that thoughts may float into your mind, but as soon as you're aware of that, just watch the thoughts float out and come back to focusing on this moment, this rare moment of relaxation and rest while still conscious. Lying here for about a minute to let our practice settle in and be absorbed. And as you continue to lie here and rest, just notice how your body feels. Being aware if the mind slowed down a bit, your energy level, and even doing a little body scan from the crown of the head all the way down towards the fingers, and then all the way down towards the torso and legs, down into the feet and toes. And now beginning to reawaken the body, wiggling the fingers, wiggling the toes, keeping your eyes closed. Begin to bend your knees and roll over onto one side. And I want you to hold there on your side in a fetal position. Feeling the support of the earth below you. Being aware and recognizing the support of loved ones in your life. And knowing that through today and this week, you are learning and growing. So as you lie here in this fetal position, this position that symbolizes birth, how can you shift your mindset into this feeling of a rebirth for yourself? Thinking about perhaps a mindset that you want to have as you move forward for the rest of your day, the rest of your week, the rest of your month, the rest of your year. And as you rise up to a seated position once again, feel like it is a rebirth of this new mindset, this new energy, this new focus. And as you come to a seated position, how we began our class tonight, rest your palms down on the knees to ground your energy. Roll the shoulders up towards the ears, melt them back and down. And then flip your palms up so the back of the hands are resting on the knees. Your heart is wide open, the eyes are closed, and you're focusing inward. And maybe again here, thinking about all that you've learned today, with your hands open. This is a symbol of receival. So what is it that you would like to receive? What is it that you would like to move forward with in your life? And how can you find that right now, right here? And now in gratitude, we bring our palms together at our heart. We bow our head down towards our heart, that inner guide, where we hold the answers, we hold that inner wisdom. Sometimes it's more about slowing down and peeling off the layers that have been put upon us. So we come back to our true essence, our true being. And that is how we walk forward. Take one more deep inhale. And exhale, let it out. Very slowly begin to lift your chin. Even slower, begin to open the eyes, letting the light and life come back in. And as we end our yoga practices, we say the word namaste, which loosely translates into meaning the light within me sees and honors the light within you. So to all of you, thank you so much. Namaste.
Namaste.
And lucky me over here at the Mulia, they are bringing me wonderful juice here and coconut. This is the type of service that you get here. Thank you so very much. Thank you. I think this is called the fruity detox, maybe, something, or the healthy.
This is
something.
the Mulia healthy juice.
Okay.
And this is the signature of our Mulia drink, which is fresh young Bali coconut.
Wonderful.
This is very famous in Mulia. And the local people, Western, especially Japanese or Russian, this is the first time they see the coconut, so they will a little bit of proud.
Okay. Thank you so much.
So,
thank you very much. So thank you to the Mulia. Thank you, Cheryl and Jeffrey. Cheers to everybody back there. I will have a sip for you as though you were here with me. Hopefully you can come out here sometime soon and enjoy the beauty and the culture that Bali has. It's truly magical, and especially here at the Mulia, it's beautiful. So I'm going to go ahead and unplug my microphone now so that I can hear you guys again.
Thank you so much, Katie. That was so good. It's just what we need at the end of the day when we've been sitting on Zoom calls for a lot of the day. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Before we finish,
I recommend doing some of those stretches, throughout the day. I know that sitting down, I actually used to run corporate wellness programs, and because I know what it's like to be in that environment and just to, be behind a computer, working hard, staying focused, but really to take those breaks and even just do these little stretches, opening up, do those little sun salutations. So, and feel free if you want to share my information, Cheryl, people can reach out to me if you guys ever have any questions about yoga at all. I'm really happy to answer that at any time.
I will do, and also then they can get the information on the virtual classes that you're doing as well. If anybody wants to do some more yoga with Katie, I know I'll be tuning in again because I love you as an instructor. You're great. So before we finish, we do need to give away an amazing prize for 3 nights at the Mulia that I think anybody would love right now. So Katie, I'm going to get you to pick a number from 3 and 16. There's a couple of people, and you probably know who you are, that if you win it, I'm going to go to the next one. And you know who you are.
Okay.
So
yep.
The number between 3 and 16.
Okay, I'm going to choose 11.
Okay. Okay, so Janine Shaw, you have just won 3 nights at the Mulia in Bali. So congratulations.
Ow.
Hey.
Yeah, so that's a nice prize. So that was so needed today. So thank you so much. I hope it wasn't too hot for you out there on the beach.
It was warm, but I will take it. I will take the warmth any day.
Yeah, absolutely. So thank you for your time early in the morning, and thank you to Jeffrey for your coordination and for the wonderful prize. And I think we're all probably looking forward to coming there. And like I say, Katie does organize yoga retreats. So if anybody really wants to get involved and spend some time doing yoga in Bali, then she's your person to talk to. So I will send you. But have a good evening, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank
you, Cheryl. Thanks, Cheryl. This was brilliant.